Hey guys, this is part 2 of WWE Talk. I just heard the most incredible question on earth. AJ Lee, why is she attacking the cast of Total Diva? You know, game, that is a excellent question. She went from being the coolest chick on earth to being the craziest bitch on earth, now being the
No. Hold on, bro. She was always crazy. You gotta remember that. She didn't, when she started out, it didn't seem like it, but like, as her career, like, kind of took off, after, like, she and Daniel Bryan broke up and all, that's when she debuted her crazy side. She started winning and all, but then, like, after, what was it, hold on a second.
Well, with everything going on in the WWE, it's a lot of things to process as a WWE superstar. You are away from home. You are, you want to be at home, but you can't. You're only home like 6 days a year if you possibly can. It's heartbreaking, but the families that is going on in the WWE, like Randy Orton and his wife and his kid. You know what? Their family is strong. Then you got, the Rhodes family. Cody Rhodes recently got married. Hey, man, that's just, you just got to do what you need to do. And you know what? His girlfriend, his new wife, she supports him. Shawn Michaels and his wife and his 2 kids, while he was in WWE, he fought through that, and his wife, his kids loved him for that. Then you got other families here and there. You got Rey Mysterio. You got well, there's not.
How do we get from crazy AJ to family, dude?
She has no family. The only family that she has is a psychotic ward.
Nice, dude, nice. But as I was saying, like, when she started debuting her crazy side, she was still cool when she was, like, obsessed with, like, Punk, Kane, and Bryan. But after like, she screwed them all over, that's when her evil side came out. Now that she's got the Divas title, and she thinks she's on top of the world right now. She rules the Divas division. Well, here's news for you, AJ. You don't. Just because you get the silver and pink thing around your waist doesn't mean you own everybody.
Yes, that's what I hate about that's the one reason why sometimes I hate championship, because it can change a person like that. Like a snap of a finger. Their mood, their attitude towards everything. Okay, look at Randy Orton. Randy Orton was the coolest guy when he was World Heavyweight Champion back in SmackDown. When he started going for the WWE Championship, do you see how quickly he changed? He changed like this. Basically, we just have another revolution, not evolution, revolution with Triple H and Randy Orton. Now you're just adding the Shield into the mix, and then you're adding the family into this, the McMahon family. That's what I hate about championships, because it, like I said, it changes a person. There's some people that can.
And when you think about it, Evolution has 4 members. You have 2 of them back, and if you combine like 2 groups, think of it this way: the McMahons could be like Ric Flair, because they're practically at the top, and the Shield could be like Batista, because they're like the muscle of the group.
Agreed. But speaking of Batista, you know what? I've been on Twitter, I've been on Facebook, and you know what? There's a lot of posts saying we need Batista. You know what? We do need Batista. I wish he didn't quit. I know that the company was pushing him downhill when he got hurt versus John Cena in that I Quit match. I understand that. But, you just can't quit because of that and go do what Brock Lesnar did and actually is a 10 times much better UFC fighter. I congratulate him on being who he is now, but there's a lot of stuff that he needs to come back. Evolution.
Another person who needs to come back would be like the Hardys.
Well, here's the thing. Hardys have, I think, a 20-year contract with TNA.
TNA. Yeah.
Speaking of TNA, did you know that Hulk Hogan is the GM of TNA?
Who doesn't know that?
I didn't.
Flash, bro.
Yeah, no shit. Look, I sometimes watch TNA, sometimes I don't. And then there's a lot of times I just don't really give a shit. But,
I've tried getting into TNA, but I just couldn't get the hang of it.
Here's the thing. I liked it when they had the octagon ring. Oh, my God. It was amazing.
Oh, man.
It's like the rules were different. Then they had X-Pac come in there. X-Pac was there. And Razor Ramon was there too. It was.
You know what I think? They should have Monday. They should relive the Monday Night Wars between WWE and TNA.
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't TNA that they were fighting. They were,
WCW. I know, but still, it was two different wrestling companies.
Yes, two different wrestling companies. But guess who's on top and will still be on top? Doesn't matter what TNA does. WWE is still going to be on top for a very long time.
Yeah, but they're starting to decrease in their roster. You notice? Whereas in TNA, their rosters are so big. They have bunch of different championships. I had no idea in the Divas division they had a knockout championship.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But one of the things that I love about both companies is that one is ECW and the other one is, WWE. TNA is like ECW, man. But, I wish ECW came back because that was huge when it came out. When Paul Heyman was the promoter for ECW, ECW was sky high. It had John Morrison, it had The Miz, it had CM Punk, it had Snitsky, they had The Sandman, they had Tommy Dreamer, they had Rob Van Dam. That company was almost at the level of WWE. But then WWE paid. Not paid. They bought ECW. They bought the competition. Because ECW wasn't a WWE program at one point. Once it came to WWE program, then a lot of things changed. ECW used to be so insane with these matches. I mean, I could remember one match. I forgot who it was. But they were hanging on the rafters. Their whole entire, ring was filled with tables and ladders right on top of the tables. So I saw this dude got punched in his jaw. He dropped right on top of the ladder. There's 8 tables stacked. Boom, 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 boom. Everything crashed down on him. They KO'd him right then and there. Done. He could not go on because a ladder came onto his face. Then he got table after table after table hitting and hitting and hitting. It was just it was so, I wouldn't say scary, but it was so frightening to to see that. It was It was a very, very entertaining match, but I was scared at the same time because that's someone's life there. I know people say WWE and TNA and ECW and SmackDown and WCW, they say it's fake. You know what? Yes, it is fake. It is staged. But there's some of the matches that are actually, like for real.
Lives are in danger.
Yes, because, like, for instance, Edge, through so many ladder matches, he hurt his neck. He cannot compete anymore.
I mean, he could probably still pull off a few spears, but every time he did, he probably endangered his life.
Yeah. Speaking of spears, look at Roman Reigns. He speared Goldust into that barricade that on Monday Night Raw last Monday. Dude, that wasn't fake. That was real. I heard a snap in his his knee? He was holding his knee because he landed on his leg wrong.
You can hear that. There's a problem.
Yeah. So it's like I'm tired of people saying it.
Like here's what I think. Obviously, the punches and some of the moves they do, those are fake, and you can tell. But some of the training and the stunts they do, those legit hurt.
Yeah. Well, look at what's his name? Evan Bourne. When he does that what was it?
Airborne.
Yeah. When he does Airborne, you see how he hurts. He holds his rib right after. Because he's landing on top of a person and it's crushing his ribs.
Speaking of Evan Bourne, when is this kid coming back?
I don't think he is. I don't even think he's part of the WWE roster anymore.
I don't know. He still shows up on the app as a member of the roster.
Well, apparently, he's hurt now, I guess. Or he's been hurt, and right now he just can't recover right now. Well, he's trying to recover, which is... It's what was it?
A year ago?
Was it a year ago?
I know I started watching when Primo and Epico were tag team champs, but before then it was Air Boom, I believe. That was the last I heard they saw Evan Bourne. It was a year or two ago.
Well, for example, he's gone. He's probably gone because of injury. And I wouldn't be surprised. Look, people, yes, wrestling is fake, but the moves that they put themselves through, they have to be real professional about that. Yes.
And I feel like it's mostly high flyers that put themselves more in danger.
Mm-hmm. And the hardcore matches, Hell in a Cell matches, dude, you ain't playing with plastic, what's it called, gates. Dude, that's real metal.
20 tons of steel.
Yes.
On one structure.
Yes. Now,
2 miles of chain link.
Yes. But the steel steps, dude, that's the one thing I know that's fake. That's aluminum. It's a strong aluminum. That's how it sounds like steel, but it's not.
Yeah, steel seems like it would be much heavier.
Yes.
When they bring in the steel chairs, they would seem that much heavier. You know what I mean?
Yes. It was just, there's some stuff that, it is fake. It's being staged, that's fake. But, the after fact of the match, can really hurt someone. Trust me, dude, I box. I box wrestle UFC style. Dude, I actually hurt myself doing that because the trainer put me in a hold that he did wrong, and I hurt my shoulder like 4 months ago. Now he knows that, that he needs to do it the correct way, or that he might tear my shoulder. But all these moves, they all trained. All the stunts, they're all trained. The moves, sure, they can look like they hurt, and sometimes they aren't. But some of the moves, like the high-flying stuff, when they're falling flat on someone, you can't protect them from going on top of them by putting your elbows out. You will seriously hurt your arms like that. So, some of the stuff isn't fake. Trust me, it is not. Take it from experience that I do it. No, it's not. Because when I fight dirty and shit like that. And you know what? It hurts after. But it's a workout. Hey, I agree with them. It's a workout. But you have to have the right mindset to do it. So, for all the people that say, oh, WWE, TNA, ECW, yada, 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 is all fake, that's wrong.
You're partially right.
Yes, you're partially right. You're like 2/3. Did I get that right?
I'd say half.
Okay, half.
No, we'll figure that out later. Anyway.
So,
but yeah, back to like the AJ situation. I've noticed something. Like, she hasn't gone after one diva, and this is due to her injury. She hasn't gone after Nikki yet. Nikki may be the one to take AJ down.
Yes, I agree with, and last Monday when I was watching the video on what's it called, the WWE app, when I saw what's her name did the high flying move, and then AJ came in, I thought Daniel Bryan was gonna come in and try to help out his bride, because that's just that. To be honest, that actually broke my heart, because no one deserves that.
Well, you gotta admit, if Daniel Bryan were to get there, he'd probably have to get through Tamina. And let's face it, that's actually a man in a woman's body right there.
Yes, but here's the thing: he can take it. Trust me. A lot of the moves, a lot of the
stuff. You're talking about a former world heavyweight champion right there.
Yes.
But anyway, like I said, Nikki may be the one to take AJ down.
That, or we have a return of Kelly, or...
I don't think Kelly's coming back, man. She got released from her contract.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I think that was like a decision she made.
Oh, yeah, because she want to be with The Undertaker. They're married, right?
What?
You know that Kelly and The Undertaker are married, right?
No, she's like half his age.
Yeah, but they're married, right?
You mean they were?
They was, and they still are.
You said they was? Work on your grammar, dude.
Shut up. I am not good at my English. Hey, yo, I was talking to Stephanie. I heard that your knee hurts.
Not my knee, my leg. My leg in general. I told you about this, man.
Where the hell was I?
I don't know, staring into space.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Didn't you notice when I walked there, like before, I used to smell like Ben Gay?
No.
Oh, good. Shut up. not talk about this on your podcast, bro.
Too late. And this is live, by the way.
Yes, everybody at home, yes. I used to smell like Ben Gay for a day or so. It's like too much information, but whatever.
Hey, at least your girlfriend isn't listening to my show.
Well, I don't think she even knows about your show. She probably doesn't know about you.
That's a good thing. I don't... Because if your girlfriend knows me, then that just goes downhill from there.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. We're just gonna cut it there, and we're not gonna talk about that again.
Or to all the guys, never let your girlfriend meet your best friends.
Whew. Yeah, that went downhill. A lot.
Anyway, next question.
Alright, so... Alright, I have 8 minutes left. Last question. Hell in a Cell. Randy Orton versus Daniel Bryan with special guest referee HBK himself, Shawn Michaels. Your opinion on the special guest referee. Go.
At first, I was part of the controversy that thought he was going to screw Daniel Bryan over because he's best friends with Triple H, so he would favor Randy Orton. But I remember that Daniel Bryan was trained by Shawn Michaels, so why would he screw over his own prodigy? Someone he almost raised as like a WWE son.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, not to mention, I remember and even saw a Hell in a Cell match he refereed with his best friend Triple H against the man that ended his career, The Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like a few moments where he would have screwed over The Undertaker and ended the streak, but in the end he called it down the middle, kept the streak going, and if it wasn't for Shawn Michaels calling it down the middle, it would be at night. He would have ended it at 19-1.
Yes.
He would not have been 20-0. Undertaker would have never probably come back. He would have probably announced his retirement. He would probably be in the WWE Hall of Fame by now.
Well,
So I'm calling it down the middle.
I agree with you with down the middle because even though Shawn Michaels is best friends with Triple H, even though Daniel Bryan, that's his prodigy, but the last statement that I heard from HBK himself, he said that
he guarantees someone will walk away a new WWE champion.
Well, I wasn't gonna go there. Well, wasn't gonna say that, but I was gonna say that even though my best friend's Triple H, this is what's good for business. Calling it down the middle. That's what's good for business. What Triple H is doing, he's going to one side. He's not calling it down the middle. He is just, he's making a snake.
Daniel Bryan in a heartbeat, and say he did it for business. And he would say, this is fair for business. I'd be like, bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. I agree. I totally agree. Knowing Shawn Michaels now, he ain't gonna bullshit anything. He's gonna call it down the middle. He's gonna call straight up. He's gonna be doing his little swag and whatever. Wow, I just used the word swag. Tomorrow,
put $1 in the swag jar.
Well, I was gonna say smack me the next time you see me because I don't use swag at all.
That's why I said put $1 in the swag jar.
If I had one, I would. Literally. Okay. I know we're talking about WWE, but in music, there's a lot of people that use the word swag. I don't use swag in songs. No. They have no meaning. At
It's got
all.
one.
Huh?
It's got one.
Where?
Secretly, we are gay.
Did you just say that we are gay?
The acronym for swag. Secretly, we are gay.
Oh, shit.
You know that's funny.
It's funny then thinking about it because I'm like, JJ says, oh, Black and White has swag.
Dude, no, let JJ say that. Ever.
He said that we were gay.
Yeah, so next time you see JJ, never let him say swag again.
Darren, I guarantee that. I will guarantee that. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have 4 minutes and 2 seconds left. I am going to be calling it a night. I am tired. I am going to
Come on, bro. Come on. One more small discussion. What's the next question?
Next question?
You got 3 minutes.
Alright. Okay, so, next question, maybe final question. What is your opinion on Vince McMahon's opinion on all of this? Because ever since Triple H became the head of the WWE now, basically the head with Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon has been sitting in the back.
I think Vince is just kicking back, occasionally like getting veins in his head if Daniel Bryan ever comes out on top for anything.
But you know what?
For now.
But you know what? Sorry to cut you off. But I think that there is something going on in the McMahon family. Someone is coming back. I could feel it. Someone is coming back.
Dude, I highly doubt Shane O'Mac would be coming back.
But listen, he bought WCW from Vince McMahon. Well, Vince McMahon signed it.
From under Vince McMahon.
True. Under a McMahon. But he still got the company. And then started this whole...
He resigned from the company, right?
He resigned because he couldn't take the pressure. He didn't want to get involved. But I still think that there's going to be, some sort of, just okay. Have Shane come back.
I don't know, man. Unless I start hearing, here comes the money. I'm not buying that Shane's going to come back.
I wish he was, because I know that Shane would know what to do in this situation.
Yeah, start another alliance with Paul Heyman.
Yeah. And, kick Vince McMahon in the balls, basically.
I don't know. Like I said, maybe Shane will align with TNA where you can have another Monday Night War.
Maybe. Okay, I have 59 seconds left. I am definitely calling it because my phone's about to die. And 2, I need to charge my phone. 3, I'm tired. 4, I am hungry as fuck. So, I am going to be a pig and go eat food. Yes, a skinny white boy just said that. A skinny, white-looking human jar of mayonnaise, Russian, skinny-ass twig boy just said that. Oh, by the way, people, I hope you liked their show, but guess what? If you didn't like this, and if you're not down with that, we just got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Oh, yeah. All right. We are out. Peace.